If you tryna do something, you gotta lead with the bounds.
It's week 1 of the National Football League, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Falcons and the Lions on Thursday night primetime.
It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. For the first time this season, I'm Kate Scott alongside Brock Heward up in this broadcast booth, and the long wait is over, partner. A new season officially begins tonight.
Yeah, and these are the two teams who have the honor, really the privilege of ringing in the new regular season. And I know, with how long it's been since the Super Bowl ended, any two teams would be great to watch. But as usual, well, Park Avenue and the NFL has scheduled a heck of an opener for us. And it's about time we get week 1 underway.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Amazing concentration. That deep ball was tipped, but he still caught it. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead right away. Drake London with the touchdown. So that right there, Brock, exactly what you want to start off a contest.
Opening drives are such tone setters. You come out flat as a group, maybe go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, but here they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Now Boswell on to send this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And look at this return. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
Kid, I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opener, right? Week 1, all has a sense of gratitude. All has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet that get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Throwing is gone. He's got a man left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and ducking the ball.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. They go play action with Goff. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Short pass brought in. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Brooks. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And in for the Detroit touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Falcons and Drake London headed back out onto the field. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. On 1st down, here's Penix. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Penix working from the gun. Caught by Flowers. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. And the Lions into a nickel set for 3rd down. Penix here from the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And a fair catch made here at the 17. No return on that punt. And they've got a long field ahead of them to begin this drive. So the Lions headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. He'll get this one to Brooks. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Sent to the ground by Austin Booker. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Got Williams, and it's complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They're set up at the 35 now. Off play action, Goff. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Throwing again, it's Goff. Throw complete to Williams. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So now here's 3rd and 5. From the gun, Goff. Taken in by Williams outright. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Goff back to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Here's Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punt, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their second drive. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, Penix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. And now they need to get 4 on third down. Penix looking to pass. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up. Looking for the back that time. And 4th and 4 coming up. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they're going to take over possession. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. So the new NFL season officially well underway as we've reached the end of the first quarter. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We're back to Ford Field right after this. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Running once more with Brooks. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave them enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
On first down, it's Goff. That's complete. Here's Brooks. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
St. Brown there to bring it in. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Goff setting to throw. Completed over the middle. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. A.J. Terrell making that stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 48. Looking right, and he finds him. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. It's taken in by Williams. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the Falcons, 32-yard line.
From the 32. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
First and 10 at the 20.
Working inside the red zone. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Second and 3 now.
Second and 3 at the 13-yard line.
Goff to the air now. Has it in close. Touchdown, Detroit. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Lining up now to try the extra points. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now here come the Falcons on offense. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. They're out and set, first and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Penix here from the gun. Finding Flowers. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Short pass brought in. And he goes down a little short of the 40.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Play action. Here's Penix. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down a distance.
So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
Punting unit out now. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Lions headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. They send a man in motion. First down throw from Goff. St. Brown's got it. Complete. And he's brought down for a loss. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. The Lions with a lot of ground between where they are now and where they need to go. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. He'll get this one to Brooks. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun, Goff. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will take over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. From the 38. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. Penix now. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up to the 44. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. He's smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. And again, it's Penix. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and more important.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he's there. Fair catch called for and taken. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Lions will go on offense. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. On 1st down, it's Goff. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And it's going to be 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
3rd down run with Brooks. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. Their punter making his way out now. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Collects this at the 35. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. Buys time, rolling run. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. He'll throw it. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. So we've reached the half in this year's NFL kickoff game to the season. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. In the early window, we'll have our eye on that game in Jacksonville. The Jaguars going to need to be on their A game as they get set to play host to the Chicago Bears. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being down in the desert. where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale, taking on the Buffalo Bills. And then lastly, the nation gets a good one on Monday night between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. In the first half, it was the veteran quarterback Jared Goff who had command of the offense. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. These 2 teams heading out of the tunnel. We're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott. Kate?
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Lions ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 2nd and 3 now. From the gun, a give to Brooks. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them the chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Goff on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Off play action, Goff. Short pass caught by his tight end. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. So now here's 3rd and 5. Throwing is gone. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
I can guarantee you that's going to be until the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he drives this forward to the 6.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down. Now Goff. He's got it. And in for the Detroit touchdown. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Looking to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions double their lead to 14. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, there's such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Breaks through and he might break away. And he'll get it up to the 44. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Falcons will have a first. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. On first down, here's Penix. Pitts brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Going right side, Robinson with it. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
On 2nd down, Robinson. Jukes one defender. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That's brought in by Mooney. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. To the air with Penix. He brings it in. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Falcons 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. First down throw from Goff. Quick slant, that's Williams. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 33-yard line.
They motion the tight end over. 2nd and 1. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 50-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Goff. He'll get this one to Brooks. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll be first down, Detroit. Throwing it again here. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
the Southern Lions.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Lions ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. He's got it near the 10. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Here's Brooks. And he's going to advance them down to the 4-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw, Goff. Oh, we put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
He just throws this one away.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Penix now. Into the hands of Pitts. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Falcons.
A give left side. Here's Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Into traffic, complete. And he's touched down about 5 yards shy of that 1st down marker. 3rd and 4 coming up now. From the shotgun, Penix. That one's complete to London. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st. Throwing, Penix. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Completed to Flowers. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A lot of times we will see defenses get so overcommitted to defending that inside run, they're vulnerable to the outside toss. And that's when things open up, and you can reset those downs.
Penix on 1st down. He's on the move. He's on the move. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
We see quarterbacks in this league love targeting their slot guys so often. They get plenty of chances defensively to take one the other way. Nice to see him come through with that one. And what a great read to get in position for that pick.
Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. One of the tight ends in motion left. Hand off here for Brooks. And he'll take this up to about the 34 before he stopped. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Straight ahead, here's Brooks. Escapes a defender. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. This is Brooks heading left. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on it. They've got first down from the 31. On the give, it's Brooks. And he'll get this down to the 23-yard line before they stop him. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions looking like they'll start this season with a win. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Going to the ground again on first. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Again, it's Brooks. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Just 1 yard on the gain, so now it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 8.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They take a knee, and their season has begun exactly how they wanted it to, with a win.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings his ball game to a close. So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. And they're no doubt happy to get their season off on the right track and claim the first victory of this new campaign. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.